morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to do a nice little half-hour chair yoga class. All right. So it's just basically some breathing and some lovely stretches. All right. And these are the stretches you can do anytime, anywhere, in any kind of chair for any body. All right. So comfortable in your chair, if you can. It's probably a good idea to have a nice sturdy chair with a back on it. All right. Doesn't have to be fancy, just something nice and sturdy. Now sitting comfortably in your chair. Now the breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breaths. You just try to relax and really focus on the sensations of the breath, all right? We always try and suspend the breath between the inhale and the exhale, so just hold it for a couple of seconds if you can. Just to slow it down and try to equalize the breath, all right? And also remember, think about how you feel right now, your limitations, respect your limitations, honor how your body feels. If there's something we're going to do that's not going to feel good for you or aggravate a condition or cause you pain, please, you don't have to do it, all right? You can always make little adjustments to find the place that feels just right for you, all right? So let us begin. Now being aware of how your legs are. Ankle and knees are nice and lined up so the legs are nice and relaxed. I want you to sit back, just sit back and relax in your chair. Pardon me. We always start the class with a couple of minutes of breathing. Pranayama. Prana is breath, pranayama is breath control. So just so we can kind of tune into the breath and just relax. And I choose a different mudra every week. So this week we're going to sit in Gaya Mudra. Now the index finger represents knowledge and ability. Thumb represents your ego. Together, tip to tip, resting comfortably on your lap, palms up. Sit back, close your eyes, and let's breathe. Gaya Mudra imparts calm and receptivity. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind, and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. One more breath. And on the exhale, I'd like you to bring your hands together. Now at this point, I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So now we're going to be aware of our posture. So sitting tall, straighten that spine, relax the shoulders, hands together. Let's rub them vigorously. Activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more breath. And on the exhale, I'd like you to drop 3 fingers, keep the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. Now one more little note on the breathing. I'm going to try and cue you on the breath. So when I say on the next exhale or your next exhale, is when I want you to try and move, because we always move on the exhale. So try to keep your breath nice and slow and consistent. And even if I'm demonstrating and talking, keep that breath going. Even if you're not moving, let's take a breath together. On the exhale, let's come up. Now, if you can, sitting tall, reaching up nice and high. If this bothers your shoulders or your arms, you can bring your arms down. You can put them any way you'd like, anywhere else you'd like, all right? Sitting tall, let's wake up that physical body. Let's wake up that spine. Reach, breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion are activated when together focus your energies on breaking through barriers. Breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, release the hands, preparing for a back bend. Now, if your arms are not up here, you can put your hands on your hips and you can do the same thing with your hands on your hips if you prefer to do it that way. Now, inhale as you go into a bit of a back bend. If your back is not that flexible, just reach up to the ceiling. All right, don't worry about it. Just keep that breath going. Relax. Learning how to relax sometimes is the toughest part. And once you start to relax, that breath kind of falls into place as well. On the next exhale, bring the arms down very, very slowly, gentle with the shoulders, hands right on the lap. Now preparing for a forward fold, take a breath. On the exhale, I want you just to round your back. Now you can bow your head, slide your hands along the outside of your calves, and just fold over and just breathe. You don't have to go very far. Just relax. Close your eyes if that helps you focus on your breath and just helps you relax. Close your eyes, just breathe. This is a forward fold. This is to start lengthening the spine, starting to release the shoulders, the muscles up and down your back. Here again, if you have to make little adjustments and everything will move, you can do that. If you find it's uncomfortable, then just come up a little bit. Or if you want to go deeper, you can go down a little further. Absolutely. On the exhale, come up. Slow so you don't get dizzy, all the way up. All right, hands on the lap. Now I want you to roll the shoulders up, forward and backwards. If you're feeling a little tight right now and you can't move them very much, don't worry about it. Just do what you can. And as we get through the class, we're going to be moving our shoulders a little bit more. You're going to find that as you get on in this little program, they're going to get looser and looser. So we're going to start releasing the tension we hold in our shoulders and our upper body into our necks, and also increasing the circulation into our upper bodies. Let's do a nice little neck stretch now. So be very gentle and very careful with your neck, all right? Hands on the lap, sitting nice and tall. I want you to bow your head. Take a nice, long, smooth breath. Exhale, just roll your head over the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders nice and low. Keep them relaxed. On the exhale, roll your head to the back. Now, if this is going to bother your neck, you can make the adjustments. Even if you decide that you have to stop, straighten your neck and just find a place that feels good. On the exhale, roll your head over the right shoulder. Lengthening the left side of the neck. Releasing, decompressing those tight muscles. On the exhale, roll to center. Now stay here, we're going to do the reverse now. Take your breath. Exhale to the right. So releasing the tension, decompressing those little muscles in our neck. Exhale to the back, releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, increasing circulation into your brain. Exhale to the left. And on the exhale, slowly bring your head up. All right, now roll the shoulders out again. See if that helps. Maybe they're a little looser, forward and backwards. Now I just want you to remember, don't be aggressive in your stretches. You don't have to force your body. If you can't move, if you're a little tight, not flexible, and you can only move a little bit, that's fine. Because where you are is where you need to be right now. All right, let's go. Roll them out a little more. All right, let's do a nice shoulder shrug. All right, we're going to do it in 3 parts now. Keeping your hands on your lap, sitting nice and tall. Take a breath. Exhale, roll the shoulders up, bring them back, slide them down, shoulder blades together. Now focusing on the top of the shoulder blade. Now you don't have to jam them together, just bring them together as best as comfortable. This is also going to start releasing the chest, opening up the pectorals, releasing the rib cage, opening up our heart center. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up, forward and down. All right, perfect. Now we're going to do it again. So I want you to visualize your shoulder blades. So we did the top. When we do exactly the same thing, we're going to focus on bringing the middle of the shoulder blade together, and then we're going to do one for the lower shoulder blade. Although the whole shoulder blade does go together, we're focusing on those parts a little bit more individually. Hands on the lap again, big breath. Exhale, shoulders up, bring them back, slide them down, both shoulder blades together. Now you don't have to ram them together like I said earlier. If you find that you can go a little deeper, bring them a little tighter if you'd like. Or if you need to relax and loosen them up, absolutely. Breathe. It all comes back to the breath. The breath is there to guide you. One more breath. On the exhale, shoulders up, forward and down. All right, that feels good. Now the lower part of the shoulder blade, let me show you quickly and then we'll do it together. When you bring the shoulder blades up and down, you're going to release the arms, you're going to bring the elbows back, and that'll help you focus on the lower part of the shoulder blade, all right? Hands on the lap again, take that breath. Shoulders up, exhale, back, release, and slide them down, bring the shoulder blades together. Breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, shoulders up, forward, down, and hands on the lap. Now roll them out a little more. Maybe they're a little looser now. Perfect. All right. So let's do a nice little shoulder stretch. I want you just to reach out with the right arm, bend at the elbow, left hand on the elbow, and gently pull. All right. So this is also almost like giving yourself a little hug. You can put the right hand on the left shoulder if you'd like. Now here again, if you find that you want to change position with your arm to find the stretch that works best for you, absolutely. And on the exhale, release. Let's go to the other side. Gentle. Just starting to decompress those tight muscles, uncoiling the muscles, releasing the nerves, the blood vessels as well. Hands on the lap. Roll them out a little more if you need to. All right, we're going to do a nice little sequence. And this one here is specifically for the shoulders and the upper body. Like I said earlier, it's going to help increase circulation and really stretch everything out. So I want you to put the left hand on the right elbow, right hand on the left elbow. I'm going to show you quickly what we're going to do, and then we'll do it together. Here again, I'll give you a couple of different options, depending on how your shoulders and how your arms feel. So I'm going to come up. Sorry about that. The camera fell down. Okay. Now, as I was saying, we're going to inhale. Left elbow up. All right. If you can, elbow and shoulder of the right arm level to the shoulder. If you find this is a little too intense, you can go down a little lower, whatever feels good. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to bring the right shoulder up, the right elbow up, left elbow down, and come down. All right? That's it. Like I said, if you can't get too high, even if you just do it this way, whatever feels good for you. All right, so let's do it together. Let's go. Inhale, left elbow up. Stay here. Take another breath. Exhale up. One more breath. And down. Left elbow down. And all right, let's do it again. We're going to do the reverse. We're going to come up to the right. If you're okay, let's go. Inhale up. On the next exhale, left elbow up. Next exhale, right elbow down. And let's come down all the way. All right, arms and roll it out. Perfect. Okay? So like I said, there's always room in everything we do to make little adjustments. If you find you get into a position and it doesn't feel good, it's going to cause you any pain, back up, come out of it if you have to. Don't be shy, all right? So before we go any further, I'm going to show you a nice little, let's do, this is called mountain pose, all right? So I want you just to be aware of how your legs feel before we go any further. Feet are nice and anchored to the floor. Ankle and knees are nice and lined up, so your legs are completely relaxed. Now the arms are going to be to the side of the body. This is our mountain tat design. This is a resting, neutral place. So at any time during the class, if you need to stop, you know, if there's something you're just really not feeling too good about doing, or for whatever reason, come here. But keep your breath going. Even if you're not moving, the breath is still there. You're breathing slow and gentle and complete. Now let the arms hang down, let gravity just pull the arms down. Sitting tall again, being aware of your posture. Just breathe, mountain. Close your eyes if you like. One more nice, long, smooth breath. All right. So from here, we're going to do a nice side bend. So staying in this position, I want you just to leave your left arm, just let it hang down. Let me show you quickly what we're going to do, and I'm going to give you two different options. Now we're going to reach up with the right arm. Now if you can, we're going to lean to the left. If you want, you can bring your arm a little bit more to the left or keep it up, all right? If you find that this is going to bother your shoulders, you can put your hand on your hip and you can lean to the side this way. So this is just a nice lengthening of the right side of the body, all right? Also going to engage core muscles, obliques, and muscles in your back. So decide on what's going to work for you. Let's do it together. Now the left arm is just going to let it hang. Don't even move it. Just let gravity pull it down. Let's work with the right side of the body. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And if you can, don't lean too far. Make sure that your sit bones stay on the chair. I don't want you peeling off the chair. Now, everything is nice and lined up. Make sure that your arms are lined up to the side of the body. Try not to be leaning forward or tilted back as best as you can. If you find you're not too straight, but you can't go any further, don't worry about it. Just stay there as long as your breath is consistent. Now, be very mindful of how you feel, what you feel, where you are, what you're doing, and that breath. On the exhale, come up. Use your core muscles to help you move your body. Right arm down, let's go. Inhale, left arm up. Or put your hand on your hip and lean. Or just stay right here. You don't have to go very far. You don't have to lean too far. But spread your fingers like rays of sunshine and get a nice, lovely stretch. Lengthening the body, releasing those tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels. Exhale, come up. Perfect. And hands on the lap, roll the shoulders a little more if you'd like. Okay. So let's start working on our spine a little bit. We're going to do two things. We're going to do cat and cow. We're going to do a lovely twist pose. So let's start with the twist pose. With the twist pose, I want you just to leave your legs the way they are. Now, the left hand is on the right knee. I'm going to turn my chair a little bit to the side so you can see what I'm doing. My right hand, I'm going to hold on just to the side of the chair here. All right, left hand on the right knee. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a demonstration first before we do it together. I'm just going to gently look over the right shoulder. All right, that's it. Now I'm going to keep my back straight, shoulders relaxed, and don't torque your back or your neck. If you have issues with your spine, your back, you know what, take it easy. You don't have to whip yourself around. Even if you move just a little bit, if you find it's uncomfortable, come out of it right away. Don't be shy, all right? Now let's do it together. Take a breath to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Breathe. Even in the twist pose, the breath is the same. If you find you want to go a little deeper, you can press on the knee a little bit more to the left. You'll get a little more movement, or back up if you have to. Twist pose, releasing the spine, keeping it flexible, agile, and balanced, and strong and supple. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down your spine. One more breath. Exhale, come back to center. All right, counter pose, let's go to the other side. Let me just change my chair a little bit. Right hand on left knee, left hand holding on to the side of the chair here. And let's see what this side gives us. On the exhale, look over the left shoulder. And there's always one side of your body you find that's a little bit easier to move, a little more balanced, a little stronger. Maybe this side you can go a little deeper. Maybe this is the side that gives you a little bit more grief and you can't go very far. It doesn't matter. We do both sides, keeping things balanced, but it all revolves around the breath. Relax the shoulders, just breathe. You know, and just something to think about, that yoga is not about the shape of your body, but it's about the shape of your life. On the exhale, come back to center, hands on the lap. Now let's roll it out a little bit. Roll the shoulder. Maybe the shoulder's really getting a little looser now. Roll them, maybe you can get bigger circles. All right, perfect. All right, let's work on our cat and cow. This again is working on releasing, lengthening the spine. All right, so from here, let me turn my chair a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to hold on to the side of the chair very gently. Again, make sure your legs are nice and lined up. The knees are lined up to the ankles. All right, so the legs are relaxed. All right, let's go. Inhale, up. C-scoop spine, bring the chest up, look up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, now I want you to arch the back, chin to chest. Round those shoulders, belly button to spine. Follow the breath. Inhale up, cat and cow. Coming up in your cow, you get a stretch into your pectorals, your chest out, stretch out your abdominals. And on the exhale into your little cat, you lengthen the spine, release upper back. And this is a lovely stretch for your lower back. Again, all the way up. Inhale up. Cat and cow, breath in motion, meditation in motion. Exhale. Moving your body slowly, gently, and very, very carefully. On the exhale from your little cat, bring yourself up slowly, all right? So there's no rush, there's no hurry, it's not a race. Everything is slow and gentle and careful, all right? Now, that was our cat and cow. Those you could do more if you'd like. Like I said, it's a really nice stretch for your upper back, lengthening the spine, but also it's so good for your lower back, really releasing tension in your lower back if you have issues with that. All right. So, sitting nice and comfortable, again, being aware of your posture. Let's work on our hands and our wrists. Reach out with your hands, make a fist. Now bring the arms down a little lower. We're going to focus on the forearm, the wrist, the hands, not so much the shoulders. I want you to bend the wrist, at the wrist slightly turn out to the baby finger. Keep that breath going. This is lengthening, stretching, releasing the extensor muscles along the top of the forearm, the wrist, and the hands. On the exhale, straighten the hands, palms to ceiling, open the hands. Right fingertips on the left of on the end of the left fingertips, bring the fingers back gently, releasing the palm of the hand, the flexor muscles into the forearm, the wrist as well, the fingers. On the exhale, let's go to the other side. One more breath. Exhale, release. Bring the hands up. And all from here, all I want you to do is just wiggle, play piano with your fingers. Round the wrist, play piano. Really try to articulate, move those fingers around as much as you can. All right? And then I want you to shake those hands out. Release the tension in the hands and the fingers. All right, perfect. Hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out again if you need to. Just releasing the tension into the shoulders. All right, let's work the ankles and the feet. So from here, I want you to bring your feet out, bring them off the floor. Let me move my chin a little bit so you can see me. There. Always making little adjustments as well. So feet off the floor, just slightly off the floor. Hands on the lap or hold on to the chair. Let's do a plantar flexion. What we're going to do is you're going to push the foot forward and you're going to bring it back. That's it. All right? Working on the lower leg muscles, but the ankle and the foot and the toes. Sitting tall, let's go. Inhale, push it forward. Exhale, back. Keep going, push it forward. Just do what you can. Even if you end up just doing one and you get tired or it's not going to feel good, you can put your feet on the floor. Don't be shy, all right? You don't have to do everything. And that's it. Really working on releasing the ankle, the foot, the toe. Bring the feet down. Relax the legs. Just let your knees fall open. Take a breath. You can go back to mountain if you want. All right, perfect. Now, I want you to bring your feet off the floor and I want you just to play piano with your toes. So let's round those wrists, or ankles, I should say. Really try to move the toes around. Articulate those toes. Really get things loosened up into the foot, into the toes. Releasing the muscles, the nerves, and the blood vessels. All right, feet on the floor, back them up. Have them lined up under your knee. All right, let's do a calf raise. We're going to come up onto the balls of the feet. Heels come off the floor. And you exhale, heels go down. Again, hands on the lap. Let's go inhale up. And exhale down. It's really working on those lovely calves, engaging the big muscle of the lower leg. One more time up. Perfect. And down. All right. Okay, so now from here, I want you to sit on the edge of the chair. So I want you to scooch up in your chair, all right? And I want you to open up your legs nice and wide. Now, in this position here, I want you to make sure your sit bones are on the edge of the chair, but then when you wiggle around, make sure that you're comfortable. Now, the legs are as wide as you can get them. This is a gentle hip opener. Ankle and knees are lined up. Feet are in a V. If this is uncomfortable, you can straighten your feet if you want. Whatever feels good, all right? Now, just sitting in this position here, like I said, is a gentle hip opener. Also releasing, stretching, lengthening the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, groin area, and those tight buttocks as well. Okay, so let's do a couple of things from here. So we're going to do a nice sumo squat. So from here, let me show you quickly, is we're going to bring the arms out shoulder height. We're going to lean forward. That's it. Now, when you're leaning forward, press down on the feet if you'd like. All right, the further you lean, the deeper you go, I should say, the more you're going to feel it. Deeper stretch. Back stays straight, head is level with the spine. So I don't want you all rolled and hunched over. Straighten your spine as best as you can, all right? So I really want you to feel it right in here. This is going to work your quads as well, even into the buttock. Ready? Or you can bring your arms down a little lower if it bothers your shoulders. Big breath, exhale, lean. Like I said, the further you go, the deeper the stretch you're going to feel. Breathe, relax the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, push yourself up. Use those nice strong muscles. Come up. All right, let's do one more. Roll the shoulders out in between if you need to. This one here is called a 5-star. So if you can, I'd like you can kind of adjust yourself a little bit on the chair if you like. If you can, straighten the legs as best as you can. My heels are on the floor, my feet are off the floor. If you need to bend your knees a little and you feel that you want to have your feet on the floor to anchor yourself a little better, absolutely, you can do that. All right, we're going to bring our arms up into a big V just like that, and that's all we're going to do. All right, so Everything's nice and lengthened. Let's go. Inhale up and just breathe. And this is our 5-star. Really feeling a stretch your whole body. You can feel your shoulders, even under the arms, the upper back, your abdominals, all the way down into the hips, the legs. Breathe. 5-star. Reach. One more breath. Exhale, bring the arms down very, very slowly. Back the feet up. All right, now bend the knees. Stay here. We're going to get into our child's pose. You can scooch back a little in the chair if you'd like. Now the child's pose is a resting neutral place and a full body stretch. I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this. I'll show you the first way, the deepest, and then I'll give you a modified version. The first, or the full version of child's pose is coming all the way down here and just hanging out. All right, and that's just letting gravity pull everything down. Now, if this is going to make you dizzy, if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure, or a head cold or anything like that, and you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. Just rest your arms on your legs, just bow your head, and just kind of hang out here. Look at the floor or close your eyes, and just try to relax, okay? So whatever version works best for you. Child's pose, let's go. Big breath. Exhale. Choose the position that works best for you. Now, if you're in the full child's pose, just let gravity pull it down. This is going to lengthen your spine, really releasing the shoulders, the muscles up and down your back. Just let it all hang out. Breathe. Now, while we're here, let's release the tension that we hold in our face. So I want you just to engage all the muscles in your face. Just scrunch your face up as tight as you can and hold it. We hold a lot of tension in our face, you know. And then let it go. Let your face just go slack. All the muscles, let it go. Let all that tension filter through your body and come out your feet right into the mat. And now's the time that I want you to thank yourself for being here today. For taking a little time out of your busy life just to sit in the chair and just to stretch. You can do these stretches anywhere, anytime, like I said earlier. Maybe just to re-energize, maybe just to turn the noises off, to step away from the outside world, have a little time for yourself, to be thoughtless, no cares, no worries, no anxieties. Just to breathe, maybe just to catch up on that breath. One more. And on the next exhale, come up very slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy, all right? Now let's get those legs together, finally. All right, now you can sit back in your chair. All right, let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today, sit back in your chair. Now I want you to find a position in your chair where you can just relax and completely melt into your chair. So if you want to reposition your legs and let your knees fall open, let your arms hang down, you can bow your head, it doesn't matter. However you want to find, just like I said, just melt right into your chair. So relaxed and so calm right now. Just breathe. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you'd like to bring life back to your body. And when you're ready, I'd like you to bring yourself back to a seated, nice straight seated position. So being aware of your posture, back your feet up a little bit. Sit nice and tall in your chair. Relax the shoulders. Let's bring our hands together. Let's rub and vigorously activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sat Nam. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace, may love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, all done. Thank you again for joining me. That's lovely. Always feels good to have a few stretches. So, even when you're sitting around watching TV or watching a movie, do some stretches, do some calf raises. Lift your legs up and bring them up and down. Roll the shoulders out. Take the time and do it. You'll feel so much better. Keep your body nice and loose. So have a lovely day. Thank you again for joining me. And it's April 16th today, so we're getting there. All right, and take care of yourself. Get outside, get some sunshine on your face. All right, thanks again.